Yes, the boohoo effect here. I just noticed Midget Elliot has posted up a video just a bit ago, hour or two. His handle name lately is Midgets LaffAchoo Brokeback Mountain. Okay, now here, he's acknowledging that he is a midget. He's around 4 foot 8 inches. He's a very tiny man that wears these tiny little work boots. Almost like he's playing, construction guy, grown-up time. But those boots look like toys, don't they? Something that you would buy, I don't know, at some toy store, Toys R Us. Brokeback Mountain, okay, he's insinuating, he's calling Braden Landon a homosexual, so he must have issues within his own sexuality, right? Let's see what his tags are. Okay, it's a little gang of stalkers. Okay, so the title of his video was just posted. See, December 19th. Is Boohoo Braden? And he says to listen carefully. So, it must be some piece of subtle evidence that he thinks that he has here in this video. 1 minute 28 seconds long. So let's see what it is and get into it.
Isn't that stalking in itself?
Okay, so he's got a recording of one of my past videos I did. Apparently, he thinks that I'm incriminating myself some way.
Stalking an innocent person's vehicles down, huh? But here's another one here. Check this out. AG-19 is a complete and utter hypocrite and projector. Nonetheless, he says, I wouldn't doubt one thing he says about creepy Uncle Braden. See? What's he doing now? He's calling Braden a pedo, basically. Pedo.
Okay, see, I said he's calling Braden a pedo, basically. See, I'm talking about Braden in a third-party sense, right? I didn't say he's calling me a pedo. I said he's calling Braden, that other person, in a third-party expression, okay?
Van, the classic quintessential mark of a pedo, right? Driving a van. Hypocrite or not, he says, why did Braden bend the knee if Frank and Katie were lying? Well, it's called peace. A peaceful resolution.
That's right, and that's something that you refuse to understand. You see, you claim to be a Christian, and that's what Jesus was all about. Love your enemies, love your neighbors as yourself, right? That's what he stood for. That's what his ministry was all about on the earth. All right, you need to go over your Bible a little bit more, because this is not love. Calling people pedophiles, is that an indication of love, Elliot? Let's go on.
And being a Christian, you stand for hatred, so you must worship Satan.
That's right.
Tinker Braden, okay? So he's insinuating that I'm a pedo now, huh? Tinker Braden.
Okay, so he's replaying this because he thinks this is his groundbreaking piece of evidence.
So he's insinuating that
I'm saying that you are insinuating through the docs that you think I am, Braden. You are insinuating. I didn't say that you are calling me a pedo. You're insinuating it. Maybe you need to look up the word insinuating.
I'm a pedo now, huh? Tinker Braden, okay? So he's insinuating that I'm a pedo now, huh? Because he's Tinker Braden. No?
Definition. Hinting at something bad in an indirect. See? Looking through my phone. Indirect and unpleasant way. You see? You're calling me a pedo, thinking that I am Braden. And that is something that's unpleasant. Using subtle manipulation to maneuver oneself into a favorable position. Isn't that what you're doing here? Okay.
He's insinuating that I'm a pedo now.
You're insinuating.
Tinker
I didn't say that you're calling me a pedo directly.
He's insinuating that I'm a pedo now, huh? Because he's Tinker Braden, okay? So he's saying he's insinuating that I'm a pedo now.
Yes, you're saying, you're insinuating that I'm a pedo. How are you insinuating? What was the definition? You're hinting at something bad in an indirect way. How is it indirect? You're thinking, as always, that I am Braden. Braden Landon, okay? You need to learn your terminology because you're starting to remind me of Trollope in Santreese 13. You just don't have a good grasp of the American English language, all right? So here's your line of questions that you think you have on me. Evidence. If Boohoo isn't Braden, why did he bend the knee to Agent 19 and Katie's threats to Braden? I didn't think I bent the knee. I thought it was a peaceful resolution. You see, I tend to respond to the ones that are slandering and attacking me. Attacking third parties that thinks is me, like Braden Landon and Frank Jardim. Okay, question number 2. Did Boohoo just not say Braden made peace with Agent 19 and Katie? Braden, did I? Let's listen to that again.
I'm a pedo now, huh? Tinker Braden, okay?
Yes.
So he's saying he's insinuating.
Yes, you're insinuating that I am a pedo, not Braden.
Okay? So he's saying he's insinuating that I'm a pedo now, huh? Tinker.
Yes. You're insinuating that I am. You see, your false docs is supposed to be me in your mind. So by you calling Braden a pedo, in essence, indirectly, you're insinuating you're calling me a pedo henceforth. Do you understand here? This is the problem with conspiracy theorists. They can't get nothing right. And they go throughout life confused, always guessing, basing their so-called facts on a delusion. It's like cloud divination. You can look up at that sky, pick out a cloud, and you can make out any shape you want it to be. It could be a dragon, a snake. It could be a mountain, a clown. It could be a sword. You name it. The shape of the cloud is whatever you want it to be, Elliot. Okay. Question 3. Did Boohoo just not say he's insinuating I'm a pedo now? Why do you support him? Why do you support Night Sabers? You must agree with the mindset. Why do you support Urban? Why do you support Tracy exploiting children? Crotch vomit also. You defend Night Sabers regardless. You comment on that guy's thread, knowing that he's a proven pedo. You are aligned and you surround yourself around pedos, actual pedos, and people that exploit children. Okay, I guess for a moment, he forgot he wasn't supposed to be Braden. No, that's how you interpreted it. It's not my fault you don't understand things. All right? It's your problem. That's not my problem that you don't get things. You don't understand what people are actually saying. That you don't have a grasp of what people are expressing. That's not my problem. All you need to focus on what I am stating. Not what you understand, okay? You are just effing up. Thanks for playing. I'm not playing any game. You are. Angry midget. Angry midget? Yeah, that's exactly what you are. You're an angry midget. Okay, Tracy says, what about Katie, Felix, Doug, stalking innocent people in Dinah's Powers, whatever that town is called that she supposedly lives in? I don't know. They posted up a house. Versus what, Tracy? Somebody posted up a house that you supposedly live in. Versus what? What are your past actions, huh? Trying to accuse me of bestiality, trying to get me felony swatted here in America. Stalking Barrett Landon and his baby, posting it up to try to silence me. Gang stalking me, slander me in every way. You exploit children. You are aligned with the very person that exploited your children. You need to look at your own self. You would openly admit that you stalked children. You stalked Annie's, Katie's. You were on with Tesla, pushing him, encouraging him to, take out Annie. You need to take a look at your own self, Tracy. Your own corner. Anybody that follows you stands behind exploiting children. And this person right here stands behind that very thing. Yeah. They posted up a picture of a house. Wow, it's so terrible. Is that all you got? You and Molly had targeted Katie's child, accusing her of locking her child in a room, accusing Katie of drugging her child, supporting Sheriff of YouTube of targeting a disabled child, encouraging him to ridicule that child in your lives, chat log area. Why don't you pay attention to those things? Look at the big pink elephant in the living room, okay? And stop paying attention to the gnats. Look at this. This is the person that said, just for the record, I don't think Boo-hoo is Braden. And here she is, willingly going along with this false dox herself. I knew it was just a matter of time. I knew it. See, Molly just talks out of her neck. She's a butt kisser. Whoever Molly is aligned with, whatever group she's stalking people in, that's whom she will agree with on everything they say. It's like Tiffany confronting Mike Truth, about things that he was doing to Katie's child. And you never called out Mike Truth on that. It was Tiffany. And you were only agreeing after Tiffany was bringing it out. You see, you're a spineless coward. And you align yourself with Tracy, the very person that you used to berate me for doing. Aligning myself with. Of course, I don't call myself aligning myself with Tracy. I call myself who I thought I was defending. Her family. Her young children. That's who I thought I was defending. I was fooled. I was under the pretense that Tracy's daughters were being stalked. Come find out, she is the one that exploited her own children. And you know all this. You have the hindsight knowledge of what's going on. I didn't. And here you are, aligning yourself with Tracy. The very thing that you berated me for through Katie, and how you said you wouldn't have nothing to do with me because I was friends with Tracy. Now look at yourself. You're a hypocrite, Molly. Nothing but a hypocrite and a child stalker. You are. Because you're the one that exploited Paige's picture all over the webs in front of all those people that was following the Bubba effect. And they photoshopped her head on every conceivable image possible. Photoshopping Paige's head on an overweight, obese, dark-complected woman, saying racist remarks against a 16-year-old child at that time. That's you. Funny, no outrage about, yeah, Yeah, just like that cancer trolling. Where did I cancer troll you at, huh? I make a comment on one of Hoaxer's videos that had nothing to do with that image of those lungs. Didn't post it. If you want to start blaming me for other people's actions, I don't answer to those people. All right? Don't answer to those. If you posted a picture of lungs, what have you done? Have you done something worse than posting up a picture of some bad lungs, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's what these people are about. Hypocrites. And they're guilty of the very thing that they accuse others of. That's all I have on this one. We'll see you in the next one.